It's Chelsea Messenger with picks and parlays. We're talking college hoops, Minnesota and Rutgers.
It's Super Bowl week, and we've got a super code for you. The code is SUPER for 20% off the entire website at picksandparlays.net.
Rutgers favored at home, -5.5. The total is 137.5. Minnesota enters 11-6 on the year, 7-9-1 against the spread. And then you've got Rutgers, who is 10-6, 8-7-1 against the spread. We've got Dan Kaiser joining us to drop a little knowledge. Dan, who do you like, or what's the play?
I look at this game. I think this game could be a battle of the guards between Minnesota's Marcus Carr and Ron Harper Jr. of Rutgers. I mean, Carr's scored 26% of the team's points this season. He's been putting up 15 points, over 15 points a game over the last 5 games. And you got Ron Harper, who's averaging 11 points a game over his last 5 games for Rutgers, but he has the ability to go off, put up 30 points a game if need be. I look at Minnesota. It's all about the seniors. You got Carl, Leon Robbins, and Brandon Johnson. They combined for 54% of the team scoring this season, and they put up 55% of all the team's points in the last 5 games. And Carr's he is Minnesota. He's made or assisted on 42% of all the Minnesota field goals over the last 3 games. The key number in this game for Minnesota is 65. They're 0-5 in scoring fewer than 65 points and 11-1 when scoring at least 65. The key to this game, I think, though, is Minnesota. They can't win on the road. They've lost their last 5 road games, scoring just 62 points a game on the road and giving up 82 points a game. I've heard a lot of people in the last week or two really like Rutgers and say they could be a sleeper for to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament in March. I don't see that, but I think they are the better team in this game, and they just don't lose at the rack. So I'm taking the Rutgers minus the 5.5 in this one.
Yeah, Rutgers seems like a team that's a bit streaky on the season. 3 straight wins coming into this one, but before that, 4 straight losses and 4 straight losses against the spread. So that's kind of how college basketball is. Sometimes you have to ride these trends when you can, but sometimes they're very hard to predict. And I know college basketball has not been my strong point this season. Do you have any other tidbits that you think bettors should know before betting on this game?
Well, one thing I look at is early in this game, and then you maybe can make some adjustments in live game action. Minnesota's attempted the 8th most free throws in all of Division One. They average 24.5 free throws a game. So if this game is not being called tight or being called to their liking, I mean, there goes some of their offense. So you want to look at that, and if the game's not being called their way, maybe make some live game adjustments and maybe look at the total in game action.
Yeah, and that's something that if you are depending on a team, that's not music to your ears. A team that depends on free throw shooting, and also sometimes when teams depend on the 3 ball, because obviously shooters can go ice cold at a moment's notice. So once March rolls around, if we do have an NCAA tournament, some things to think about. But that's going to do it for our college hoops talk as of now. As always, great insight from Dan Kaiser. Dan, thanks for joining us.